No.
The Commodores of Vanderbilt. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on another SEC rival, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Bulldogs ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The give to the back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The Commodores moving quickly to the line. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road, bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
They'll move the wide receiver. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And the Commodores come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain. It's 4th down. He'll run for it. At the 45, on his way. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Get it out to the supersonic guy.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, the ground game. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll run it from the gun. Powers through the defender. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. Just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
Now the kicker's going to throw it. And I guess they thought they'd find the field goal block team napping. They were wide awake, and they come up with the stop. Boy, you look smart when it works out, but when it goes awry, you are left to second-guess yourself. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. Let's take just a minute and talk about Mississippi State. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
Got it in the middle. It's Chop. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll go to the ground. Runs through the tackle. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run.
Going for it all. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Smashes it between the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man quickly. Still running at the 40. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Pressure coming. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Throws to the tight end. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
They punted on their first drive of the game, and now they have to convert on 3rd down to avoid doing it again. From the gun, wants to pass. On target over the middle. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the 1st.
To the air on 2nd down. Right down the middle. Finds space on the right. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Wants to throw it. Makes the grab. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him.
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. He'll do it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally rustle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And the old school toss play, huh? A little just toss to the right, get the running back on the run. A little bit more space, too, out wide where you can see, like, oh, where am I going to go? Where's the hole? As opposed to when you run right up the gut. So I like the mix-up. I like changing it up, tossing that fast guy and get him on the perimeter.
Looking downfield on first down. Looking downfield. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Beautiful play call offensively at the perfect time. In that situation, the defense obviously expecting pass, so they sneak the draw in and gash the defense.
Quickly to the tight end. Spins away from the defense. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
It's caught.
I just love the job this offensive line is doing in this game, communicating pre-snap. They know where the pass rush is coming from, and they're working their single and double teams and not giving up any ground. Just look how clean that pocket was for the quarterback to throw from.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
And the ball's loose in the backfield. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Well, you got to know. Quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping 2 hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Here's the handoff. Runs through a tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Mississippi State. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Snagged out of the air. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Love the coverage and not giving up an inch defensively. Their third down, smothering the receiver. As soon as he caught the ball, down he went. They've got this offense pinned.
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Using his legs to buy some time. It's complete on the right side. Still on his feet at the 45. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. To the air on 1st down. Here comes the heat. He's going to run it. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run. But that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the missed connection on 3rd down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive. And I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
4th down, and a field goal's not going to help much. They'll try to keep the drive alive by converting here. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
And that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the 1st down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
The Commodores now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Here comes the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the 1st option, playing the 2nd option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. On the move at the 30. There he goes. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Davis looking to pass. It is Incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Fires to the wideout. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Commodores will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand. The running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well. So you have to know where your answers are.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. Gashing the D on the... And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. Tulane was able to come away with a hard-fought victory in New Orleans. It wasn't one coaches will point to the rest of the way as a perfect 60 minutes of ball, but it is a step in the right direction. Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup, and the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Looking to scramble. Trying to make magic with his feet. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Now, 4th down.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Out of the backfield, he's open.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Goes to the option. He'll toss it. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
The Commodores have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Really good job by everybody everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play, they give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
Past the 40. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Davis will throw. Now improvising. He'll pull it down. Got him, and nobody's close. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, and now the defense is really on its heels. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. And the Commodores come to the line in the hurry-up. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Vandy. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time in that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy time and time again trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Shoots it to the left. It's complete. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on 1st down. Makes the grab. Powers through. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
One of the things that really impresses me about this receiving group is their physical receivers. They can break tackles. They don't just go down as soon as someone gets close to them. These guys are always fighting for extra yards.
Makes the grab on the left. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the 1st down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
On target. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Mississippi State going up tempo. Wants to pass. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this.
Touchdown, Bulldogs! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And how about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, and number 3 is coming soon.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a gap. It's McKenzie. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Using the quick game. Got room at the 35. It's a seam wide open. And he's out of bounds after the nice gain, and maybe that is finally the spark to get this passing game going.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The sure hands, it's Durant. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Wide receiver going in motion. Davis looking to pass. Bringing the heat. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
This has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards in this game, so he has had some success, but I think a big key now moving forward is how does this defense stop him?
Throws to the wideout. He makes the catch. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. Leaves it with the back. He breaks a tackle. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quarterback on the keeper. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Commodores!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
The decision to go for 2 proves to be a good one. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. He steps out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. From the gun. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Wide open spaces. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, you know, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Davis will throw. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Bulldogs. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense...
And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Past the 50, the 40, at the 30. He's at the 10. He took that baby all the way to the house. A pick two, as it were.
Great job on special teams, getting penetration, getting the block. You've got the convoy. It's a scoop score, 2 points the other way.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Now,
turning it on. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Listen, his team's obviously down in this game, but it's not his fault. I mean, this guy showed up to play. He's been churning out big play after big play. Already over 100 yards rushing in this game.
Lost one deep down the right side. He makes a grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats?
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Davis looking to pass. Under fire. Lets it fly. Pulls it in on the left. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
All right, defense, I don't know what you're drawing up, but that wasn't it, okay? Wide open wide receivers, miscommunication, whatever it was, got to get that fixed.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Lowers those pads. Breaks into the open. At the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Well, these players came together. I've been so impressed, not just by the talent, but also by their composure. Handling this kind of environment in the first game of the season, this says a lot about the leadership in that locker room.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
Davis will throw. Keeps looking downfield. Makes the catch.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
The Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Leaves it with the back. And he's almost to that first. Marker there saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And the Commodores lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
He's tackled at the 23-yard line.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. A shot toward the end zone. And the pass will be incomplete, looking for a little window dressing at the end, but the ball game is over.